Hillary Clinton storming out of her Jeffrey Epstein deposition and then coming back just to go toe-to-toe with Congresswoman Nancy Mace.
Shocking body cam footage reveals the aftermath of an American Idol alum moments after allegedly killing his wife.
Two of the most feared boxers of all time are fighting each other, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather.
The internet is shocked by Kelly Osbourne's new appearance.
Hey everybody, I'm Charles.
My name's Alexa.
I'm Tawanda.
I'm Babcock, and this is The Daily Brief.
The Daily Brief.
Daily Brief.
And this is The Daily Brief.
We finally got to see the video of Hillary Clinton's deposition last week before the House Oversight Committee. We also saw Bill Clinton's. I'd say Hillary was the more fiery one here as far as what came out in this video. So the whole thing almost ended before it began because early on in the deposition, Hillary Clinton and her attorney stormed out because they saw on social media that a photo had been leaked, which was not part of the agreement, is what Hillary and her attorney said. And so they stormed out.
I'm done with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the cows come home. This is just typical behavior.
We will go off the record.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
So I would like to understand how that's permissible.
Before the hearing was.
It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
I will take that down.
Yeah,
So
well.
I would like to take a break at this moment.
Yeah,
I'd like to have
I'm
a
done
conversation.
for now.
So you kind of think, wait, this thing is just getting started. They did come back and Hillary Clinton sat down and answered questions from the House Oversight Committee members. It got very, as you would expect, got very fiery and contentious at one point, especially when Congresswoman Nancy Mace fired off her question. Now, pay attention to this because you can very easily just look at them yelling at each other and think, all right, that's the entertainment value of it. There's something more important that's happening here, and it really highlights why it has been so difficult to get to the truth of what happened with Jeffrey Epstein and the people around him, and why we may never get to the truth. Here was the question that Congresswoman Nancy Mace fired off at Hillary Clinton, a question about her association with Howard Lutnick.
And how do you know Howard Lutnick?
I know Howard Lutnick because when I was senator on 9/11, the firm he headed, Cantor Fitzgerald, suffered the greatest loss of life. As I recall, something like 650 of his employees were murdered by terrorists that day. Howard Lutnick missed being a victim because he was delayed dropping his child off to kindergarten. You asked the question. I'm going to answer your question.
Now you're going to yell
This
at
was
me?
what I spent
You're
my
going to yell at
time
me.
doing.
I'm a survivor trying to look out for other survivors trying to
and
protect
I
them
was
of it.
taking care
You
of
waited
the
6
people
months
who
to
lost
get here today.
3,000
6 months,
lives
and now you're being
at World
defiant
Trade
and
Center.
indignant today.
You asked me
I have
about
met
Howard
with Epstein
Lutnick.
survivors. I'm a survivor myself. You have emails. You've denied that Jeffrey Epstein, that you tried to get Jeffrey Epstein to give money to you.
I did
but
not.
Howard Lutnick was
If
used
you
to
have an
get
email
money.
with me asking Jeffrey
I
Epstein
have
for
an
money,
email from Howard Lutnick sending it to Jeffrey Epstein and his people to
I
raise
don't-
money for
I don't
you
know about-
for an event, an intimate event for you at his offices
Well,
at Cantor Fitzgerald. You're
look,
going to sit
if
here
you-
today
if you would let me finish.
obfuscate and say to this committee, you didn't try to get money from Jeffrey
I
Epstein
didn't.
when
I
there was
didn't.
an intimate event in an email that Howard Lutnick emailed to Epstein's people and Epstein to get him to come to your intimate event at Cantor Fitzgerald, a very small event. And so I'm not going to public. You want to yell at me, that's fine, but I'll yell right back.
Now, Howard Lutnick, of course, is currently the Commerce Secretary, and he has come under fire for his ties to Jeffrey Epstein and has already answered some questions about this, and there are people who feel like he needs to be held accountable. So Nancy Mace is asking Hillary Clinton how she knows Howard Lutnick because Howard Lutnick has very clear ties that have already been made public to Jeffrey Epstein. It's very clear what Hillary Clinton is doing. She is trying to play on the emotion of 9/11. And Nancy Mace doesn't want to hear it. Nancy Mace accuses her of obfuscating, that you are just trying to talk to us about the emotions of 9/11 instead of telling us why you know, how you know Howard Lutnick and how you know Jeffrey Epstein. As for why Nancy Mace is cutting off Hillary Clinton, she knows that her time is limited. Each committee member gets a limited amount of time to ask their questions. And she's afraid that Hillary Clinton is running out the clock. But she could certainly speed her up in the answer. She knows where Hillary Clinton is going with this. All she has to say is, okay, I get it. That's why you knew Howard Lutnick. Now, what about this email that I have? What about this fundraiser? You don't get the answer. Because Nancy Mace is grandstanding and wants to belittle Hillary Clinton, keeps cutting off Hillary Clinton, and because Hillary Clinton is playing up to the emotion of 9/11, which she knows is going to have an impact with the American public, with possibly people on the committee. We never get to the answer. And you really didn't even get to the question. What Nancy Mace wanted to ask about was the fact that she has an email, and she does say this, that she has an email that Howard Lutnick sent to Jeffrey Epstein asking him to attend a fundraising event for Hillary Clinton. Nancy Mace's assertion here, it seems, is that Hillary Clinton must know Jeffrey Epstein because Howard Lutnick is inviting him to this fundraising event for her. So does Hillary Clinton know Jeffrey Epstein? Was she aware that Jeffrey Epstein was invited to this fundraiser? We never find out because both sides just wanted to grandstand. And that has been the issue. Time and time again, both sides are trying to take the moral high ground and say that they are fighting for the survivors, instead of just letting Hillary Clinton answer. If you're asking me, what I wish had happened here is that Nancy Mace let Hillary Clinton tell her whole story about Cantor Fitzgerald and about 9/11 and about her connection to Howard Lutnick. And then Nancy Mace just has to follow up and say, so were you aware that he invited Jeffrey Epstein to this fundraiser? Did he come to the fundraiser? Did you meet him at the fundraiser? Did you have any further conversations with Jeffrey Epstein about fundraisers? But that never happened because of grandstanding. It's really frustrating. I get it. It's frustrating for the American public. It's frustrating for everyone watching it. We all want the truth, and it just seems like it's impossible to get to it.
Season 12 American Idol alum Caleb Flynn has been charged with allegedly murdering his wife. Tip City PD in Ohio released body cam footage of Caleb at his home moments after making the 911 call reporting her being shot. In the footage, officers are consoling Caleb as he's absolutely hysterical.
Can you want to sit down?
No.
Okay. Take a breath.
Is she gone?
Look at me. Look at me. Take a breath. Okay.
I can't.
Look at me.
Caleb is repeatedly asking, is she gone? Is she gone? He mentions to the officers that someone broke in and shot his wife, Ashley.
Someone broke in. She's dead.
At one point, Caleb is even falling to the ground, collapsing, after officers are taking him out of the home.
Come on, honey.
Officers also ask Caleb if he has any guns in the home, and he says that he has a shotgun and a pellet gun. This is obviously such a tragic story, and we will keep you updated as this trial continues.
So we recently saw Kelly Osbourne at the Brit Awards, where she was with her mom accepting an award honoring her late father, Ozzy Osbourne, who we all know sadly passed away about 7 months ago. Fans noticeably pointed out that Kelly looked very, very, very skinny. They said that her appearance just looked very off. So we got the scoop. People that are close to her, friends and her circle, are really concerned about her dramatic weight loss, but they really just say that they're gonna kind of just let her be because they know that she's grieving that loss of her father. As we all know, Kelly and Ozzy were extremely close, so his passing has been really, really hard on her. And basically she says that she's not being able to focus on eating or being able to focus on how she looks, her appearance or her weight, because she's too focused on grieving. So people are giving her a pass right now. Kelly has taken to Instagram to fire back at all the people commenting on the way she looks, basically saying, we are kicking her while she's down, and right now all she needs is support and love while she's grieving her father. She says that she's aware of how she looks, but again, she's not concentrating on her appearance at the time of grieving her father. So at the end of the day, she's basically saying to people, just leave her alone.
49-year-old Floyd Mayweather is fighting 59-year-old Mike Tyson. Yes, this is in fact a real thing. So we first broke this story in September of 2025 that the two legends, who by the way do not like each other and have not liked each other for decades, were actually going to step into the ring together. But we never got a date. And then Floyd Mayweather announced that he was coming out of retirement to take a professional fight against Manny Pacquiao later on this year. He had some other fights scheduled, and I think a lot of fans said, okay, we're never gonna get this fight with Mike Tyson. Well, here's the thing. We are. I've talked to people who are very close to Floyd Mayweather, and they have told me a couple of things. One, this fight is most likely going to happen in May. There's an outside chance it happens in April, so potentially a little sooner, likely in May, in the Republic of the Congo. So they've got a date, they've got sort of location as well, and this fight is going to happen. As a matter of fact, I've been told that Floyd Mayweather is training every single day in, day out, and that despite, again, just turning 49 years old a week ago, he is in fantastic shape. They are also filming a lead-up show, sort of a companion show to go along with the fight called Living with the Legend. So Floyd is basically, as he trains, shooting what is effectively a reality show that will all be used to hype this big bout against Mike Tyson. Now, Floyd last fought professionally in August of 2017. That was against Conor McGregor. Of course, that's a fight I think a lot of fight fans remember. Now, Mike Tyson's last professional fight, well, that was against Jake Paul in November of 2024, which happened to have been the biggest fight of all time. They had over 108 million people watching across the country. So it's going to be super interesting to see if when Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather, again, two of the most feared, respected fighters that have ever stepped into a ring, when they fight each other, is there that level of interest? Bottom line is, this thing is happening, likely in May in Congo. Buckle up.